Oh, so yeah, we're done. That's right. So the next thing we're going to talk about was Disney, as you mentioned, and something very interesting about Disney.
I'm a big Disney fan.
You absolutely are.
I'm back off to Disneyland in just over 2 weeks.
That's something I didn't realise. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll need to get a couple extra podcasts in to make sure we're not missing out.
I'm only gone for 3 days, don't worry.
What about the listeners? What about the viewers? What about the fans?
I'll live stream.
Sounds good.
Just
straight from Disney.
It's a small world after. I'll just be going around on that ride solidly for 25 minutes with just me looking into the camera going, kill me now.
This is fucking dreadful.
Fucking awful. So
anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Go.
So I'm a big Disney fan, so this piqued my interest.
I'd never even heard of this, and we had a quick look into it, and it's interesting. I actually really want to hear the full thing. So the grand reveal is that Disney have commissioned and released an album called Super Guitar Disney, which is pretty much quite a lot of very well known and respected and very articulate musicians, all guitarists actually, pretty much covering Disney songs just on guitar. And there was one name that obviously you picked up on. The very reason we ended up looking into it was none other than legendary Ron Thal, Mr. Bumblefoot himself.
Yeah, it was Bumblefoot that posted about this. I don't think if he hadn't posted about this, I probably wouldn't have known about
anything
this.
About it. Yeah, it's been quite quiet, which is strange for Disney.
Well, it's it's done in Japan currently. You can purchase it from Amazon.jp and a couple of Japanese websites. It's not on Spotify yet. It's not on iTunes yet. But it could be one of those things. You give it a few months and it will appear, or it could be one of those things that just dies a death out in Japan, or not dies a death, but has some sort of cult status out in Japan.
Well, I think it should warrant cult status in general because the lineup on the album, quite honestly, is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, so let's what we'll do is you list off the artist because you're we're both super guitar nerds, and then I will tell you the song that they're doing. So for anyone listening, see if these match up, see if these seem exciting to you, and then after that we'll kind of tell you, because we've had to listen to some of the clips, we'll tell you what you're actually in for if you purchase this album. So
So the first artist, number one track, is by Zakk Wylde himself, not really known as a Disney fan, but clearly really into it.
Yep. And he is playing Beauty and the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. So I'm alright with that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Next up is a shredder extraordinaire, Paul Gilbert.
Yep. And he is playing Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid, which I'm all good for that.
Tak Matsumoto is number 3, who was a Gibson endorsee, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Tak, we're bringing you up in bad light here, given the previous conversation starter. And for the record, his signature double cut was absolutely fucking minted.
Yep. He's playing When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio. I like that song. I don't like Pinocchio, but I like that song. So
yep. It's very nice. I think there's probably better versions of it. Although I haven't heard this one, but Jason Becker's version.
Yeah, I've got a nice chord melody that I play of that. So yeah. Obviously mine's better than everyone's. So.
Right, well, he set the challenge.
Yeah.
Everybody has to hold him to it. He has to record it now so you can hear it. Anyway, number 4 is a Mike Orlando. Actually not someone I'm aware of.
So Mike Orlando plays in Adrenaline Mob.
Oh, okay.
With Russell Allen on vocals, Portnoy on drums.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's Mike Orlando. Has a Vigier fretless and stuff. I should double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. He's playing A Whole New World from Aladdin.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Yeah, that's one of my karaoke songs.
Really? No way.
Were you not there on the night? So I did this in.
How can we be friends? So close friends, and I never knew this.
I did A Whole New World in Corrigan's with Jay.
That would have been incredible.
And Jay did Aladdin, and I was Jasmine.
That's so good.
Great fun, yeah.
I never sing karaoke, but see, like on the once I have done, I sung "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal. You couldn't pick a fucking worse song of Butcher, let's be honest. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Number 5, we have Orianthe. I'll Hold My Tongue.
Yep, me too. She is playing Someday My Prince Will Come.
Which she actually means is someday my paycheck will dry up.
Yep. This is from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Moving on.
Sorry, apologies. I just get a bit heated there. Oh, I'm out of order. Next up is George Lynch, classic shredder. Everybody knows the name.
Yep. Playing Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now, that's like a childhood Disney film for me. It came out when I was young and watching all the Disney films, and I don't remember any of the music from it. So
that'll be an interesting thing if it just sparks that kind of memory. You don't know your subconscious memory of things. It probably happened to me. Number 7 is Richie Kotzen.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Richie Kotzen. When you put him in the same album as Paul Gilbert, and well, you'd verify there's going to be some good fucking music.
Yeah, and he's playing Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King. So,
An Elton John classic.
I'm alright with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Next up is Jeff Watson. Again, not someone I'm actually super familiar with.
Colours of the Wind from Pocahontas.
Very interesting
Same
song.
kind of thing for me. Pocahontas and the music from Pocahontas. None of it really jumps out to me.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Yeah.
I was much the same until I heard it again with Nancy putting on, and well, that is. Number 9 is Phil X. Seems to be quite a popular name these days, especially the last couple of years. He definitely is, and I think his big selling point is his attitude.
Yes.
Despite the fact, like, obviously he's got the chops, he's good,
yep.
But he's very charismatic when he plays, which is cool. I like that.
He's playing Chim Chimmery from Mary Poppins.
And finally, the man himself, Ron Thal, Bumblefoot.
Reflection from Mulan. And Mulan is one of my favourites, so
Mulan's a fantastic film.
Not crazy on Reflection. I would much rather he was playing I'll Make a Man Out of You, but
that would have been even better.
Yeah.
Have you saw Jackie Chan singing that?
I have, yeah.
That is fucking fantastic, isn't it? So, for anyone who's not really been paying attention, a quick blurb of what's happened so far on the podcast is Gibson bad, Disney good. That's the
Levi mega Disney nerd. Yeah.
Yep.
I'd actually expect some Disney ink on this arm at some point. So
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I say, we took a listen to this album, and actually, I'm just going to throw this out there. We got all this lighting on us, so it's kind of hard to see the screen at times. Is it that front cover? It looks very phallic, doesn't it?
I think that's just a Disney theme, is it not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the subliminal jokes and the sex parts and the like. Everything that Disney does, everything's like adult jokes hidden subliminally. Yes, it's very phallic. I think it's.
Well, it's guitar. It's a pretty phallic instrument, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he is playing what's a back to front Les Paul with a Fender headstock. But we'll no split hairs. Obviously, they were trying their hardest to avoid Gibson deciding they want to try and make some money for Disney. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do we get out of this fucking hole? I know. Let's sue Walt Disney. Fuck him.
Yeah. So we took a listen to this, and I think it's
interesting.
Yeah, I think it. I think fans of Zakk Wylde, fans of Paul Gilbert, fans of Richie Kotzen, this probably isn't going to be the album for you. You're not going to put this on and go, "Oh, this is exactly what I wanted." But you know what? I think that if you have a kid, if you have a family, and your kid loves Disney, and you want them to love guitar, or you just get tired of hearing the same old music that you have to listen to over and over again. I can't believe that Let It Go isn't on here, because that's a big hit for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I like the song, but yeah. If you're in that position, I think this is a great album. I think if you've got a kid, try and get your hands on this and let them listen to it, because it could have a pretty positive influence on them.
Another interesting market would maybe be young people who are taking guitar lessons, like your guitar teacher letting you hear it, because it's music you'll be very much familiar with, but you'll get to hear legends,
yes,
and Orianthe playing songs that you know from your childhood. Do you know what I mean? Like stuff that's instantly recognisable. And granted, not all the tracks are fantastic. There's not necessarily like the most outrageous melodies to rip over or whatever in some of the songs, but they're still cool renditions, and it's nice to hear that. It's like, for what I've heard of the tracks when we listened, it didn't seem that the big focus was wankery and showing off and look at all the licks I can do. It was literally about translating the music and having that emotion and that feeling and knowing what you're trying to say with the music and the melody in it, which I really enjoyed about the tracks we listened to. Yeah. So I think that would be a great tool to show young people who are learning guitar that maybe are in a bit of a rut, or even just as a wee inspiration, like, look what these guys are doing. This is probably a bit of fun to people like Paul Gilbert and Zakk Wylde. Zakk Wylde especially, he'd have a fucking great time. but he's not in coffee, just like, yes, I'm going to play some fucking Disney tunes.
Yeah, so as a guitar teacher, this is probably a good album to have around to be able to play to students.
Even just as a wee novelty thing, but it's like, these guys have studied for years and years and years, and look what they're spending their time on. And listen to it, it's good fun.
Yeah.
It must have been fun to record, and it's fun to hear.
Yeah.
And it gives you a good translation of what you can do musically, but you don't necessarily need to sit and study scales for 10 years to get to it.
Yeah. So this is actually a really good segue. So what we would say about this Disney album is that these are classic melodies played by legends, played really well, and they're just really enjoyable to listen to, right?
You've slid that in perfect, man.
Yeah.
Is this like the bitchy episode?
Yeah.
Really into it? Like, this is the